here's the thing. Having a little bit saved is better than nothing. Let's keep it real. Just knowing that you got a little bit put back goes a long way. It just gives you a peace of mind. Well, Sandrell, it's hard to save. I'm glad you said that. Because I'm going to tell you a slick little way that I save. One of the ways, I should say. Now, saving, it takes sacrifice. Straight up. Don't even tell yourself that lie. Oh, I can just save my money. I'm good at saving. Yeah, but it takes sacrifice. Let's just keep it real. It's a sacrifice to be able to put your money back and not touch it. And you're going to have to go without some things. That's just the bottom line. You're going to have to go without. You might have to buy things that aren't name brand, store, like Great Value, stuff like that. You might have to purchase, little cheaper items to be able to put just a little bit back. You might have to stop going shopping. You might have to stop eating out. Now, all of that sounds good till it's really time to do it. Having discipline, it's kind of hard. And you want to be able to treat yourself. You want to be able to do things for yourself. You want to see the fruits of your labor. And sometimes you want to see it today. You don't want to have to wait 4-5 years before you can save up to get a house, or you save up to get a car, or you want to see the fruits of your labor. And I do understand that. But here's a little tip that I'm going to give you, which you've probably heard before, but I'm going to tell you anyway, just to bring it to the forefront of your mind. Let's say you go in the store and your total is $5.03. Well, you got your $5 and you're going to dig up your 3 cents. You're going to give it to the clerk. She don't owe you no change. Sale is final. Take your receipt. Go ahead. Let me tell you a different way you can do it. Say your total again is $5.03. How about you give the clerk $6? And she's going to give you back 97 cents. Take that 97 cents, put it in your pocket, or have a little pouch, or just throw it at the bottom of your purse, whatever. Now, say you go to another store. You might need toilet paper. Toilet paper, say it's $9.99. By the time they add the tax to it, it's $10 and some change. Don't dig up the change, the same change that you use from you had from the last store. You do have the, say, 60 something cents to go ahead and pay for it. No, you take you $11, pay for your toilet paper, take that change, put it in the same pouch or the same pocket, or throw it in the bottom of your purse. At the end of the night, with your purchases that you have created, all this change back from, you're going to take that change and you're going to have a little jar or a cup or, a sock, whatever you want to put it in. Take that change and put it up in whatever it is that you choose to put it in. Do that for at least a month and you will be surprised how much you end up with. I have done it. As a matter of a fact, a lot of times I start at the beginning of the year. Well, I used to when my children were small. I would start at the beginning of the year. I would start keeping my change. Every time I go in the store, I pay with dollars. They give me back the change. And I'm talking about loose change. They give me back the change. I put it up. When it was time to go on vacation, we had money. Me and my children, from that change, we would cash it in and we got some money. Now, you might want to roll it up. I don't know how you want to, do it when you cash it in, but you're going to have you some money. That is a great way to put money up to save. It sounds very small, but when you do it over a length of time, I'm telling you, you'll have you some money. Now, if you have other members in your family, say you got a husband or you got a boyfriend or you got, other people living in your house, y'all can do it together. And if y'all might be planning a trip for the summer, start at the beginning of the year, start putting that change in, Before you know it, you got some money. And you can do some other things. That's just a great way to save. I have done it. I have saved hundreds of dollars. As a matter of fact, when I first started my product business, I started out making soap. And I had a jar of change that I had been saving. I took that change and I cashed it in, and I was able to purchase all of the material that I needed to start making my soaps. It just became an investment. And right now, I still save my change. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just letting it accumulate. And eventually, when I cash it in, it probably will be for something that I want to invest in. Maybe just, re-up on, some hair products, some, I don't know, materials to make lip gloss, containers, anything. But that has always worked for me when it comes to saving. Now, of course, you got your little savings that you want to put. I tell my children, when you get paid, take you $20, $25, $30, whatever, aside from what you put up in other places. But just take that, put that in a savings account and keep that, put back to, you never know when you gonna come up, fall on hard times. But the change situation, oh my goodness, you will be surprised how much money you end up with if you do it in a year or if you do it in 6 months. Even in a month, you probably will end up with $150. Don't count it while you're doing it. Just let it accumulate. And you will be in for a surprise at the end of that season, just how much you have saved. Y'all try it. Just try it out. I just know it works for me. Now, a lot of us don't carry cash. Cool. So, a lot of banks you can go to, they'll put up your change for you in a different account. Find out from your bank if that's something that they offer, because a lot of them do it, and you'll probably be able to save even more because you constantly using your card. So when you paying $125.78 for something, they'll take the rest of that, they'll round it off to, whatever the nearest number is, they'll take that change and they'll put it in another account. Try it. Because it works. I've done it. And I'm telling you, me and my children for a summer vacation, we would have money because I would start at the beginning of the year, start putting up money, change it. And then maybe sometimes you can cash it in just to buy you something. Just to do something for you, something nice for you. Maybe you can save it all year until your birthday and buy you a birthday present. But that's just something that I have done. It has worked for me, and I just wanted to drop that on y'all. And if you decide to do it, let me know how it went. My email address is in my bio. So go on my page, get my email address, and you can send me a message and just tell me, how that works for you. I would love to hear your story. And if it's any topics or any, conversations that you want to have, you can drop that in my email too. But just try that method because it has worked for me, and I know it will work for you. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead on with the rest of my day. I might come back with another video today. I'm not sure how my day going to go. And I'm going to tell God, thank you. And I'm going to get to it. And y'all have a great day. Bye.